Welcome in Renegades. Now today is a very serious video because I quit. It's been a long time coming. Most of my life, I didn't have anything that drove me to be successful. I didn't have anything that brought me passion and gave me that drive to become successful. So what I'm quitting today, crypto, is one, I am quitting just making crypto content. I created another channel. I'm uploading AI videos about animals, and it's doing really well. I got about 150,000 views in the last couple of days. But I also want to talk about something else that I'm quitting. So crypto has made me the man that I've always meant to be, because one, I am a supervisor, not a supervisor, but a team lead protege at work. So what I decided to quit is letting life dictate what is going to happen to me. Hi guys. Ham, what's up? Crypto Minnow, good to see you guys. Just forfeit my guys now, Crypto Minnow. Again, thank you for your service, my friend, my military friend. But I quit letting life dictate how successful I was going to be. That was the story of my younger life. Is I let life dictate. Bad things would happen to me all the time, and then I would let that dictate my success, and I'd let it just make things bad. And what I decided, I'm taking control of every aspect of my life. And that's how we're going to be successful. I went from being in low income housing a long time ago, being on food stamps, being on disability, to now being a team lead protege, running a successful YouTube channel, traveling all over the country, doing events. So what I did is I quit feeling sorry for myself. I quit letting my circumstances dictate my success in life, because I'm very passionate. I'm a very hard worker. And when the markets get like this, it's time to quit feeling sorry for ourselves that the cryptos didn't go up when we wanted, exactly how. So it's time to branch out and start making money in whatever way possible. Like, there isn't even really money in futures trading right now when the market's bleeding. Even shorts, they're just going to wreck you on the long. And so it's time to branch out. And I'm doing like 10 things right now. You know, one of my good friends is a wedding photographer, and another one of my really good friends wants to become a wedding photographer. And so it's time to go out and not only be in crypto, like make money, you know, other ways, and start living other passions of yours while the market's down. Like, it's about touching grass. It's about, you know, taking control of your life. So that's a big thing that I'm talking about, you know, is collecting crypto, but also have that one thing that brings you money so you can buy the crypto. So what I do with my regular job, it pays the bills, right? It gets my food, it gets my rent paid, it does everything I need, and then a little bit extra if I want to go out a little bit of fun or even buy a little bit of crypto. But I want to get fat bags of crypto, and my job isn't going to pay me enough to get fat bags of crypto. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take everything that I've learned in crypto, all of the you know, kind of business tips, everything that I've learned, and implement that into other areas of my success, because crypto is just part of the success that I have. You know, eventually I'm going to be buying a house. Like, that's the path that I'm on right now. So I quit crypto. I quit feeling sorry for myself. I quit everything except crypto, because I believe that this has been the opportunity that will not only help me, but you guys, my faithful community. I love you guys, by the way. All glory to Jesus Christ. I know in my last video, I was a little bit tipsy because I had Muggsy on and it was a long week. And but anyway, we like to have fun here. So it's all about finding balance in your life. If you want to drink one night and have a good time, great. If you drink every day, you're going to destroy yourself. Just like if you're in the crypto trenches every day, you're going to destroy yourself. So I want us to right now, guys, one of my friends did a self-help seminar, and I know that sounds corny, but this is one of the best people I've ever met. She's actually my team lead at work. And this girl cares about me. She's like one of my best friends in the world. And it's funny because she went to this seminar and then she invited me, and I got to be in like the personal space of like her and her dad healing and like all of these things. But this seminar was about communication, open communication, and getting, other people's perspective before having something to say before, you're speaking. It's all about growing better and becoming your best self. And it's funny that crypto taught me how to become my most professional best self. And then my job now has, made me become the most, the best friend that I could be, the best, example of what a man is supposed to be, because a lot of these stories that I hear of horror stories of how men have treated people, and so it's good to be that kind of person that you can rely on, that people want you in that intimate kind of moments with them. And so it's about building those things, and crypto is actually one of the things that allowed me to open up myself to other people and become, this person that has worked on every aspect of his life to become his best self. And so I was getting really negative in crypto for a while because I had planned to make hundreds of thousands of dollars by now. I'm very smart. I made a lot of really good investments. But guys, this is the time where we understand that money isn't made overnight. Now, I've had a lot of fun going to these events, but some of the relationships and networking I've built, I'm going to have Alan from QI on the channel here. It's going to be next week. I want you guys to check out QI. This is a crypto I'm going to be buying myself. Yes, I'm getting a little bit to promote it because I think it's a cool crypto. You can't pay me enough to shill a crypto that I don't think will make me and my community some money. So we're going to be exploring other cryptos. I quit just, talking about one blockchain. I think Nervos is great. I think ICP is great. Kawaii. I'm going to be diving more into Solana, Ethereum. We're going to be buying together. This is the plan, guys. So, and you don't have to, this isn't financial advice, but when January of 2027 comes, this is when we're going to see Bitcoin probably at its lowest. You're going to be seeing me buy Bitcoin. You're going to be seeing me buy probably more CKB, a lot of these big high cap crypto. So we're going to be buying Ethereum, and we're going to diversify this portfolio so that when CKB, so my problem was I got too heavily invested in ICP, and I ended up losing money because it didn't have its pump this time, and it affected my whole portfolio. Now, had I, had most of my money in Bitcoin and Ethereum, like I know better to do, then it doesn't matter if my CKB bags go down. It doesn't matter if my ICP bags go down, because I'm making money here waiting for the big money to come later. And that's what big money does. They make their money in Bitcoin and Ethereum. And then when capital rotation happens and it moves to the altcoins, especially CKB on the South Korean exchanges, goes hard. So, Han, he says, what prices do you see the top ones in 2027? So I think Bitcoin is going to go to $65,000. Why do I think that? Because $69,000 was the top in the previous bull market, right? So if we take about $5,000 off of that, we're looking at about $50,000 or $65,000. Then if we look at the bull market before that, the high was, 20K, right? And Bitcoin went to 15K the next bull market, right? As its low. So it seems that the low goes a little bit under the top of the last time. So we're thinking about probably $65,000 Bitcoin at its low, maybe 60 at the lowest. Now, Ethereum, that's a harder one to judge where Ethereum is going to go, because right now we're at 3,200 bucks, 31 something. And essentially, I think Ethereum's probably going to go to $6,000 this cycle, 5 to 6, probably 5,500, 6,000. So I think Ethereum is probably going to hit about 1,800 bucks at the low. To be honest with you, I think it's going to go to 1,800. Solana is going to go down to 80, maybe even 70, but probably 80. Let's see what else. What other ones? Sui. Yeah, probably 60 cents on Sui. Maybe not, maybe 80, but I think probably 60. ICP, oh God, these are so hard because of that weird flash crash in this weird market. It's so hard to say now. Do I believe in a super cycle? No, but am I starting to think that it might be possible? I don't know. It's weird. AVAX probably $8. CKB, see, ICP and CKB are so hard because they went to all-time lows during that crash, especially ICP. It went to like $1.10, whatever. That's weird. So I don't know. We shouldn't be at these prices right now. That's the weird part. So I can speak on the top ones. That's why I said I'm buying the top ones, because it looks like you should just buy ICP right now. It's a bear market. We're in a bear market. It's at $3.20 or whatever, dude. This is a bear market. A CKB at 2557 is a bear market. These are dream level prices that we wait the whole bear market for. So I'm not worried about that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get my big bags of the big ones. We're going to make money. That's what we got on crypto to do, is make money. Not like we want to support crypto, but we got on here to make money, to be honest with you. I did fall in love with crypto though, but that's besides the point. We came here originally, to make money. And if we can, have some good cryptos with good technology, that is what we want for the future, but we want to make money too. So yeah, let's look at the charts. We're going to look at the charts for a second because we came to make money. Like, I don't care. I'm buying CKB right now, guys. Like, you don't have to pay me to say that, because CKB is one of the best cryptos that I'm looking at right now, besides the ones we were talking about that we're going to be buying. Not yet though. There's no point to buy BNB at $900 or 800 something. It's no point. There's no money to be made there right now. So all the money to be made is right here. And when that capital rotation comes in, I think we're still going to have one here. So I would be thinking that these prices, yeah, we might go down even a little bit more still, because things are weird. Get it? They're super weird right now. And I don't understand the market, because I'm a patterns guy. But we don't care, because we're doing other things. This is the whole point of this video, guys, is I quit worrying about the price being here. All I'm doing is accumulating. That's it. I quit worrying about, God, is it going to pump any day? Like, I've been waiting forever. Is it ever? Who cares, man? I'm just buying as much bags as I can, stacking up my crypto. And then when the time comes, it comes. And if it never comes, then woe on me. I just had a lot of fun in crypto, and it's better than buying a lottery ticket. But I really believe that we're on to something here. And with these big momentum shifts right here, you could really see CKB, cracking off here. We're getting like a triple bottom right here. We had the double top that led us to our triple bottom. Looks like there could be, some kind of relief coming in. The RSIs are oversold. Right now, everything in crypto is super oversold. This is a weird time in the market for everything. So I would be waiting for a pump to come before the end of the year for sure. Like, I was expecting it in the second or third week of December. So yeah, look at this weekly though. Just look how this is, hit the bottom. We kind of almost went close to that big, well, not even really close, but look at that. Why would CKB ever go to that price? Manipulation of the market's crazy, guys. So we don't worry about that. That's why we just stack our bags. This doesn't even matter anymore when we're back up here at a cent, right? So the only thing that matters, did you buy under this line right here? This downward trending line? If you bought anything under here, you're a genius. If you bought right where we're at right now at the bottom of this trend line, then you're a genius. You figured out crypto. You did what other people are too scared to do, and that is buy crypto when it is the ultimate fear, where it's like everything is just going to the ground. Why would I buy now? It's going to keep going down. That's what they want you to think. That's why I just move my thought space elsewhere. I'm not going to let the psychology of the market dictate my moves. My moves are based on calculation and strategy. And that's how I make my decisions in crypto, is based on calculation, strategy, and experience. It doesn't have anything to do with fear. It doesn't have anything to do with greed. I do use those as indications of, market sentiment. But when it comes down to the end of the day, this is what I wait for in crypto. These are what the experienced traders are making their millions doing, is buying great level cryptos at horrible prices. And when I mean horrible, it means nobody is buying right now because they're not smart enough to understand risk to reward ratio. And that's just the general market. Us community, us CKB guys are smart, and we want to get the other smart people in the community that understand, but the traditional financial world does not understand what we're doing here. And that's why I quit the traditional financial world as my main backbone. Like, I just quit crypto. Like, I quit all of the BS. That's what we're quitting. $3 million in volume. This could crack at any time. If they remember, this volume went to what? Let's just remember a month ago. Remember the Alamo? Look at that. It just cracked up to like 50 mil, 60 mil real quick. Like real quick. So that's a 20x from here. We're going to see the price just fly, guys. All we need is liquidity, and the market's going to go. Bitcoin does need to let up a little bit. Not going to lie, but this is good. This is what we want. We want these indications saying we made the right decision by buying when everybody else was too scared. And that's how millionaires are made. The fortune favors the bold, guys. And it dictates who is going to be the forefront of crypto when it comes to gains. Now, Nervos is leading a lot of stuff. I'm going to talk to you for a moment. There's not a lot of good news in the charts. There's not a whole lot that I could tell you right now that is going to make you be bullish, because all of the technicals are bearish right now. Everything I'm seeing is bearish. I don't care about bearish technical indicators in the charts right now. The RSI is starting to get oversold. The MACD is going to have its reversal point. We are starting to get to a point where Bitcoin has been consolidating for a very long time. And below 100,000, which is what we wanted. Over 100,000 is overbought right then. So we want Bitcoin consolidating at this $90-ish thousand range. We go to 88, we go to 93. So as long as it stays between like 88, 93, even 94, just right in that area, we could see a capital rotation momentum shift, because they're going to keep trying to pump Bitcoin. And then when they can't, what they do. So this is how the market's working nowadays. So what they're doing is they, use Bitcoin as a jackhammer. So when they can't push Bitcoin up anymore, that's when they start using the Bitcoin hammer, the jackhammer, to jackhammer all the altcoins into the ground. And why they do that is because when they can't push Bitcoin up no more, they're not making money in Bitcoin. You think they're going to buy altcoins at the prices that altcoins are at when Bitcoin is up? No, absolutely not. So what they're going to do is they're going to pump Bitcoin up real quick and then dump it back down. And what it does is it causes a resistance level for altcoins. It pumps up with Bitcoin. Bitcoin goes up there above the resistance or the moving average, and the altcoins get stuck there. Do it over and over and over again. You get those prices to go very far to the ground. Then they come back in and they buy and they pump crypto, as you saw ICP to go to $10. You saw these big pumps in the market one day when Bitcoin went to 94,000. We saw a relief rally of 10 to 15% in the market. And then boom, Bitcoin hammers us back down. So the big money understands capital rotation. That's what we need to understand to be successful. And so when they beat the altcoins into the ground, why do you think they do that? So they can buy them at a cheaper price. And they scare you into thinking that the price is going to keep going down, so you don't buy. So they get in at the lower prices, pump it back up, and then you get FOMO, and then you want to get back in at the price it was just at before they beat it to the ground. So we need to be smarter than them, stack up our bags when the price goes down, not be fearful, buy every day, buy every week, buy whenever the opportunity comes to buy at these critical levels. So guys, that's all the market's about. It's about taking control of every situation, every part of your life, every part of your finances, every part. If you're a technical analyzer, technical analyst, I don't know why I said it, but technical analyst, you take into consideration every aspect of the charts. If you're a fundamental person, then you go and you take into account every aspect of the project. And these are the things that you really need to understand is there is different moving parts to everything that's happening here. And if you want to be successful, it's a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week job. You have to do your research on the government. You have to do research on each crypto block, what is happening in the ecosystem, what happens in the charts. Like, you have to be vigilant. And then to have a life outside of that, to understand when, okay, there's nothing more I can do in the charts right now. There's no more looking at this project anymore at the fundamentals for this moment in time. The news is done right now. It's time to go touch grass. It's time to go take control of other parts of our life and do that. And then when you're successful in each aspect of your life, your crypto journey is going to be easier, guys. And that's what I realized, is I put myself too much in crypto. And so I became affected at price movements. Now price movements, just, I'm like, great, it's time to buy crypto. It's time to go hustle my next, interview. It's time to go out there and hit the streets and try to, make something and do something and build something and do something cool and make myself better while I do it, make my community better and the people that I love better, and support them when they want me to come to seminars and, be that guy, be that leader, be that friend, that mentor that other people can look up to and be like, dang, why is there not more people like that in the world? That feels good when somebody sees you and, you think you're a good person, you try to be a good person, but then when somebody else points it out and is like, I like you because of who you are, all these people did me dirty, but like, I like you because you're genuine, you're real, you care, you show up like you're that guy. And it's the same, with the people that care about me. I feel the same way. So I love you guys. I encourage you to go out there, show your family you care about them. Go out, go above and beyond for them. Do something you wouldn't normally do, even if you don't like it. Go to a romantic movie with your wife, or something you might not enjoy but they enjoy, and be there for them. And then come back to crypto a little bit later and make some money and do some cool stuff, and be the best person you can be. And there's no way you can't be successful doing that 100%. So he says, keep up the ICP content, legend. You still bullish on ICP going into 2026 onward? At these prices, I've accumulated another 900 ICP, 3,000 stake for 8 years. Well, oh my God, non-dissolving 1.06 ICP a day in rewards. That is beautiful, my friend. And that's what I'm talking about. So I don't know what's going to happen in 2026, guys. That's why I'm like, I quit trying to judge what's going to happen in crypto and trying to, get in front of the market right now, at least. Like, it's a weird time. I'm really good at judging market movements. I don't want to right now. It's different. I'm a patterns guy. So what I can tell you is it's time to buy crypto. It's time to stack up your ICP. It's time to stack up your CKB. I wouldn't be buying the big cryptos right now. I'd be buying like altcoins. And then we buy big cryptos in 2027. Like, if you actually want to make money, like, that's what we're going to be. Oh, ICP Aussie, my friend, is here. Oh, and 6 figs too, dude. I love it. I love it. Great advice, Jeff. Find gems and maintain your conviction despite short-term market activity. Most important, like you said, keep living and enjoy in life. And I love you, bro. Like honestly, when I started making crypto content, I was like, I'll make my subscribers some money. That'll be dope. But then, like, you guys started reaching out to me on Twitter. I started meeting you guys at events. And then, like, I started putting faces. And I haven't met Aussie yet, but he hits me up all the time and, like, encourages me on X. And I love that kind of stuff, man. I might be corny. I'm a dad. I don't care if I'm corny. I love stuff like that. I love lifting up the people that I care about. I don't care. Call me corny. But that's what I love. And I love you guys for that, for you, just being there and being real. And so that's what keeps me going in this, is you guys being here, making my whole aspect of my life better. Means 6 figs, my guy. Can't wait for our next meetup, especially just to see. It was great. I hadn't seen 6 figs in forever, and we got to hang out for like 3 days. I didn't have to work. My normal job, just had to do some crypto work, dressed up. They made a t-shirt. Oh my God. This is the best thing ever, guys. I am the face of CKB. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not. I'm just kidding. But it made me feel good. Jordan Mac made this t-shirt and then showed it to me. Bro, this is so dope. Okay. So let's see. That was me at Mining Disrupt. with the dinosaurs. If you guys saw, we did this big battle on stage, and now give me your hash power. That is so dope. That's my favorite merch ever. I can't wait to get one. I was like, Jordy, you show it to me. Did you send me one? No, I'm just kidding, but it's dope. That's dope. And hopefully we go to more events, guys, but it's time to lift each other up. If you have a friend in crypto, you know, they're down, just encourage them, guys. We're here for each other. That's the biggest thing that I've realized is you have to be here for each other in crypto. You find your people and then you do whatever you can for your people. And you're there for them, and they're there for you for some reason, and that's the way it goes. Yeah, no, bro, that shirt is my favorite thing ever, and I knew I was going to do like an inspirational video tonight. Crypto Airborne, actually a good friend of Six Figs and a friend of mine. I consider him a friend of mine. We've done videos and stuff together, and I think he's a great actual human being, and that's what I like about people if they're good humans. But he had a viral clip on his YouTube channel. He quit doing like crypto content for a while. Saw that and it inspired me. So I started my second channel. I'm doing like animal clips. They're doing pretty well, but those kind of things are just what you got to be built of. Are you built to survive in a place where things are constantly changing, where AI has become a big thing on YouTube, where AI now you can do with Caffeine AI, all this integration with Bitcoin, all of these things that seem like futuristic, not going to happen, anytime soon. Regulation in crypto, ETFs in crypto, spot ETFs. Remember that journey. So guys, it's coming along. Things are going to be manipulated by the big money, but what we're going to do is we're going to stack our bags. We're going to make money. That's what this community's done the whole time. Is make money. And sometimes we go 6 months without making money on big crypto moves, on certain cryptos, right? That's why you diversify. If you notice, this market, Zcash was a huge one. Now, if you just have like 10 different cryptos and Zcash happened to be one of them, then you're good. I think 10 cryptos max is where I'm going to be sitting at. So guys, I'm just going to encourage you again. I knew I was going to do this video because I've had just some stuff building inside of me lately that just needed to share encouragement and focus and enthusiasm and that drive that built me to who I am in this industry and as a man and the people the guy that people can admire in that, so anyway, I don't want to go too much into that because getting off track here, but I just want to wish you guys the best of luck. Stack up that crypto, guys. Let's have fun. If any of you ever want to reach out and talk to me, I'm always here for all of you. You've been here for me. So I just want to encourage you, Nervos, CKB guys, ICP guys, come into CKB, come into Kauai, come check out these cryptos. I think I'm not saying throw a big part of your portfolio. Let's throw some chips and see where they lie in some of these little alt gems. So that's what I'm going to be doing, at least, and I want you guys to be successful with me. So that being said, goodbye and good CKB.